Ever wonder why running makes you way more sore than cycling? It's not just about effort and mechanics. It's about how and where your body absorbs force. Let me break it down. When you're on the bike, your quads and hamstrings mostly work concentrically. They shorten as you push the pedal down to create force. Pretty smooth and pretty controlled. But running is a whole different beast. Every time your foot hits the ground in front of you, your body has to catch or fall. That means your muscles fire, but it's your connective tissues like tendons and fascia that yield, stretch to absorb force and store energy. Then, like a spring, that energy gets released to push you forward. That's why running can be so efficient, but also why it can leave you sore and even in pain if your mechanics aren't right. With good movement, the right tissues take the load and bounce you forward. Without it, the wrong tissues get stressed, and that's when soreness or even injury shows up. So before you jump into run drills or heavy gym work, you need to restore motion in your foot, knee, and hip. Let me show you a few simple exercises to prep your body for efficient running mechanics so you can run smoother and with less soreness. We're gonna be aiming for the right shapes in order for those muscles to do work and so we can absorb energy through the tissues meant for that. As you'll notice, I'll be doing these drills barefoot because especially if you're a runner, you're spending a lot of time in shoes that have thick soles, and this is gonna allow you to feel the ground and feel where you are on the ground while doing these exercises. So the first exercise I'm gonna do, it's gonna be this diagonal sit switches. So I'm gonna start in a position like this, roughly 90-90 at the knees. And as I'm here, I'm gonna connect the opposite elbow to the opposite knee. So right elbow to the left knee, lower down, feel a light stretch on the back of my glute, but don't over exaggerate that. I'm gonna go up, I'm gonna switch over as I connect the left elbow to the right knee. I'm gonna do 10 reps each side, switching, alternating these, trying to create some space on the back of my hip. So this is gonna be my next exercise. Because the knee is super important during running, especially what happens to this shin bone as the knee is translating over the grounded foot during the grounded phase of running, especially this shin bone to turn inward like that, I'm gonna be using this activity. I'm gonna use a box, place the foot on the box, roughly 90 degrees at the hip and knee. So I'm gonna get the heel heavy, more specifically this inner heel heavy and base of the big toe heavy. I wanna stay heavy on the heel throughout. I'm gonna start with my knee back. I'm gonna grab the shin bone like that, and as I'm translating the knee over to the camera, I'm gonna be rotating this shin bone inward. Keep this hip, knee, and foot in line. I don't want to do that, but I want to translate the knee straight over the foot, stay heavy on the heel as I turn this inward, relax on the way back, heavy on the heel, turn this inward, keep everything aligned, do 2 times 10 translations. So for this next one, I'm gonna be making sure I have space on the back of my hip so when I land during running, this hip can stay back, absorb energy, and then push me forward. So I'm gonna be doing this step backs reaches. So I'm gonna start here. I'm gonna be stepping. So in this case, I'll be stepping back with the left foot first. Left foot will step back, so left toes are in line with the right heel. I'm gonna bend the left hip and knee, and I'm gonna reach the right arm towards the left toes. As I do that, I'm gonna step back, do it alternating fashion. I wanna keep the leg that is stepping back is the knee that is back, So I don't want to see this, but I want to keep the back knee back and the front knee at the front, alternating this, stepping back. So it's going to look like this. Stepping back, keeping the heel heavy, base of the big toe heavy, reaching, stepping back, reaching, reaching, and do 2 times 10 reps or 10 reaches each. So for this next activity, I'm gonna make sure I can capture my inner heel and get this hip knee foot in line and actually learn to absorb energy and push through my heel. So I'm gonna start with these step backs. In this case, I'll be doing it on my left foot, but I'll start on my left foot, but I'll do it in alternating fashion. So I wanna keep this hip knee foot in line. I wanna stay heavy on the left heel. I wanna keep the knee on top of the ankle throughout. I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna bend the hip and knee, and I'm gonna reach this leg over. I should feel the heaviness push through the inner heel here. Exhale, come back up, do the opposite side. The knee is straight on top. I have this hip, knee, and foot in line, stepping back, keeping the inner heel heavy, doing it in alternating fashion. Pushing through the inner heel throughout, 2 times 10 each side. So with this next one, we're gonna be building the ability to bend the hip and knee at the same time, get into a lower representation and actually yield the connective tissues, absorb energy, and then push back up. So I'm gonna be starting with this backward lunge. So I'm gonna do it alternating fashion, but I'm gonna lunge back, I'm gonna lower down as I lunge back, and I'm gonna connect the opposite knee to the opposite elbow and push back up through the inner heel, just like we did before with the step behinds. So I'm gonna lower down, connect, push back up. Lower down, connect, push back up through the heel. Inhale on the way down, exhale as you push back up. Do 2 times 10 each side. So for this next one, we're gonna be adding some speed, so we have to absorb the energy and push out of it quicker. So it's gonna be called like this 180 degrees drop to push out. So I'm gonna be doing it with one leg first, and then I'm gonna switch sides. So I'm gonna start in this clockwise fashion. I'm gonna start with my left leg now. I'm gonna be stepping to the side and push up. So I'm gonna go about 20 degrees or so with each rep. So I'm gonna side, push up, side, push back out. Just like that. Make sure you keep the hip, knee, and foot pushing through the heel and ball of the foot at the same time as you push out, stepping over. Same thing here, push out, here, push out. And now I'm gonna reverse gears and start right leg out and continue all over. Do 3 laps with each leg. As I did that, now I want to start pushing into the ground more upright, which is going to happen during running. So I'm going to start with this backward march. So I'm going to be marching, but I'm going to be going backwards, pushing long through my heel as I march back, just like that, alternating fashion, staying upright, staying light on my feet, and pushing into the ground. And I would say the best activity before you go out and run, it's gonna be this that brings everything that we did until now together, which is basically a power skip. So in a power skip, we're actually going from this ground contact to pushing all the way out from the ground. So I'm gonna start with a power skip, pushing as high up as possible, landing the contacts, staying light on the ground, pushing the ground away. I would say aim high versus forward. So make sure you go high, make sure you spend as little time on the ground as possible. And yeah, try all of these, and please let me know how you feel in the comments.